Hi, welcome to the yoga room. We're going to continue with standing poses. We started with standing poses on Tuesday, and today we're going to do a few more standing poses to kind of ground ourselves both physically, emotionally, socially, culturally, ground ourselves. So the standing poses are great for doing that. So let us start by again warming up the shoulders. Roll your shoulders. Roll the shoulders. If you're like me, you might have been sitting at your computer too long today. Okay. Sometimes I'm in my studio. Today I was at my computer. And then let's just make big, like we're doing the butterfly in the swimming pool. Okay, over and around. Of course, if you just have shoulder surgery, don't do this. Okay, just warming up. And then let's drop our right ear to the right shoulder. Extend the left hand. Open and close the jaw. And just feel how good that feels. And head up. And left ear towards left shoulder. Extend the right hand. And you can release the jaw. Let's tap the top of our head, the whole crown. And then rub the hands together, get the hands warm. Place them over your face, relax the eyes. Tap your heart. Okay, and let's just go from side to side with the feet. Hands on the waist. Feeling the feet as they press down. And then swing your arms a bit. So we're doing kind of a quick warm-up. But for 15 minutes, we don't have a lot of time to spend together, but this is a nice quick warm-up if you've been sitting in a chair. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to use the chair today. Some people may want to have a block. So one big thing I want you to have in mind is hip flexion without back flexion. So if you have imagine you had a ruler, your back stays flat. It doesn't curve up, okay? So we're working on that. Hip flexion without back flexion. So try that a few times. You don't need a ruler, but I mean a yardstick, but it's a good demo tool. Okay. And now we'll start by putting your right foot up on that chair, and you can hold the back of the chair and just move your hips back and forth, kind of like a pump, keeping the back as flat as you can, okay, not shrimping, keeping the back flat. We're warming up the hip. Okay, and then stop and turn the left foot forward. Push this right knee back, keeping the sides of your body long. Okay? And you can bend your knee towards the chair, keeping the back straight. Again, remember, we're keeping this straight. removing the hip. And we all know the hips get stiff. We're going to do the same thing now with the left foot on the chair. And just start by moving the knee forward and back. Forward and back. And now if you want, you can bring your hand forward and back. Put your hands on the chair. If that's not feeling good, just do that. And now I'm going to turn. I didn't have foresight, so now I'm going to turn. So you're going to be pushing the knee back, okay? And then bend the knee forward. And so we're juicing up all the joints. We're juicing up all our ankles, our knees, our hips. And then, now, stand a little in front of your chair and try to sit in the chair, but don't quite, keeping the back flat. Okay, again, keeping the back flat here. Okay, keeping this back flat, you see the ruler, without shrimping. So moving back into the chair and up. As if you're going to sit, but you don't, and you come up. As if you're going to sit and come up. Now we're going to add the hand, as if you're going to sit and come up. Sit and come up. Sit and come up. Sit and come up. Okay, so now we'll start with our first triangle. Put your right foot under the chair, your left foot back. So give a lot of space so you can have a triangle between your legs. Turn the left foot in slightly. So we're going to just play for a while, okay? Again, this is a motion that's like learning to ride a bicycle, okay? It's not one we usually do. So keeping the spine straight, flex the hip in and come back. So just try it, do the best you can. So we're moving this hip in, keeping the back. Not keeping the back straight would look like this, lifting the ribs. So we're just going back and forth, kind of like a doll. Okay. If you have a block, you might want to put it on the chair. We're going to drop this right hand on the chair. So if this hip flexion is easy for you, you might not need the block and you can put your hand on the seat of the chair. If it's kind of unfamiliar, put your hand on the block. I'll demonstrate with the hand on the block. Okay, so now I'm going to lift my kneecaps up, flatten my back. Imagine I have my back flat against the wall. Not all my weight is in my hand. I'm trying to get the weight in my feet, particularly put weight into the left foot. Move this flesh up. So not letting the organs fall out, move the flesh up. Then take your left hand, swing it around like a windmill, and extend the hands apart. As you push this buttock towards the left heel, lift the inner arches and smile. So you might want to just check in with these ribs, push them down a little bit, okay? Not up. And look down at your right foot. Your hand is over your right foot. Your right ear is over your hand. To come up, push into the left heel, turn your feet forward, And let's just rotate the hips like you're in a barrel, and you're running your hips around the barrel both ways. And now we'll go to the left. Putting the left foot under the chair, the right foot back. So you want the right foot back, the right foot at a 15-degree angles, and just stand up straight for a while. Okay, extend. And now let's practice that hip flexion, side hip flexion. Again, for demonstration's sake, the spine stays straight, this femur bone gets sucked in. And again, this is like riding a bicycle, something you learn. Okay, a few more times. Then take your left hand, you can put it on the chair or on the block. Okay, move this buttock, the back buttock, towards your right heel. Lengthen the front of the body, squeeze the upper back, look at your left foot, put the left hand above the left foot, lengthen the spine, and then swing the arm around like a windmill. So when you're here, lift the arches on the big toe side of your foot, lift the knees, move the tailbone away from the head, and imagine your back is flat against the wall. And smile and breathe. So one of the big corrections I make in students is that their head comes way in front of their foot. So you want your head over your foot. To come out, press into that back heel and come up. We're going to repeat. Remember, the first pancake is always sticky. The second one is a lot better. So put that right foot under the chair. Move the left. We're going to add on this time too. So be ready for a surprise. So a few hip flexions without back flexion. Put that right hand on the chair. Put your head over the right hand. The heel of the right foot intersects the arch of the back foot. So your body's like in a toaster. Okay? Lift the arches on the big toe side of your foot. Press down your rib. Lengthen the tailbone away from the thigh. And windmill your arm up. Breathe and smile. Find the soles of your feet. Find the little toe side of your foot, press it down, squeeze the upper back a little bit. Now, this is the add-on. We're going to bend the right knee, push the chair maybe 6 inches, okay? And you see the knee is above the foot now. And then bring the arm overhead. So one long, delicious, beautiful line from the right fingernails to the from the left fingernails to the left heel. Really stretch and lengthen. Find your feet, make them wide. To come out, put some weight into the left heel and come on up, toes forward, and just relax a moment, fall forward. Up, and we'll make the second triangle pancake with the left foot forward. So left foot forward, right foot back, heel of the left foot intersects the arch of the back foot. So the body's in a toaster slot. And we're going to just move back and forth in the toaster slot, keeping the spine straight. chair or on the block. Move the right shoulder back, bring the skin under the left armpit forward, lift your arches on the big toe side of your foot, lengthen your spine, look and see that your hand and head is in the same plane, and then windshield wiper your arm around. Make yourself, your vessel, your container, big and sturdy at the same time. Find the soles of your feet. Okay, and this is where we're going to switch up a little bit. I'm going to go take the phone up and off the hook. Excuse me. It's usually my sister who calls when I teach yoga, and I didn't take the phone out today. So our hand is up, and this is where we're going to add on today. We're going to push the chair with our knee so that our knee ends up over our ankle. Okay? And then take this right arm over our head, squeeze the upper back, press down into the right heel, and one long, beautiful line from the tips of your right hand to the back of your right ankle. Okay? You can pull this back, pull this hip back. And to come out, push into the back heel, come on out. Okay? And let's leave our feet wide, turn the toes out, and just bend the knees. And come up, and bend the knees. And come up, and bend the knees. Turn the feet forward. Close your eyes. Do a quick body scan. Find the soles of your feet. Fill up your container with joy from the feet. Bring the joy up to your knees, up to your feet. Fill your belly with joy, your lungs, your back. Fill the joy up to your neck and up to the top of your head. And then open your arms, let the joy disperse into the universe. Thank you very much for inviting me into your house for this yoga mini lesson. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.